Did you have a train set when you were a kid? I've often wondered why trains continue to fascinate people long after their childhood is over. There are big trains to much smaller trains like those in the North Wales. Then there are those that are very, very small. Talking with Dan Kamikobo with the Model Railroad here in San Pedro. But what, first of all, is the name of your organization?
It's the Belmont Shore Railroad Club.
And what are some of the qualifications that you need to have to work here?
Just really an interest in model railroading, especially in N scale, which is 1/160th of the actual size.
Tell me just briefly about some of the things that you put together here and what it all represents.
Well, right now, downstairs, we're in the downstairs level of our clubhouse, and what you see here is our modules that we take around to different conventions, and we get together at some conventions, and we can actually put together probably up to 50 models, and this will make it really freelance, large layout for at least, say, a week.
50, what did you say?
Modules.
Oh, I thought you said miles. I was going to say 50 miles. That's pretty big.
It almost seems like 50 miles when they get together. It's really, they can be quite large.
So you need a special place then to display all this when you go to these places?
Yeah, you actually need a convention floor and a lot of floor space in order to put this together. It has to be very coordinated well in advance to do that.
When you were talking about the qualifications to work here, I mean, although you said you've got to have an interest in that sort of thing, what about, I mean, you've got to have some sort of technical skill in being a modeler or knowing how to, I mean, just, you know, building all this stuff here.
Actually, no. We have members who...
You mean I could do it?
Oh, absolutely.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, no, really, if you have an interest in trains and you have a little modicum of knowledge about how to assemble a train together, you know, put a boxcar in back of an engine, and then you're able to run, able to turn a knob to control the speed, you can actually be a member of this club.
What is it about trains? And I should tell you, first of all, I am a train buff extraordinaire. I've ridden on most of the express trains around the world, the TGV, the ICE train in Germany, and all those sort of things. But isn't it something that, you know, trains fascinate from the time you're a little kid to, you know, people up to your age and my age and older? What is it about trains that fascinates?
Well, trains are these large, moving, monstrous machines that go across our lands. And when we traveled, when we were kids, you traveled in a car, and oftentimes you'd have to stop at a train crossing, and you'll see this amazing machines go across on these rails, and it's always captured, you know, I think, anybody's attention.
Having said that, you and I both know that the days of steam, I mean, you see those huge, great, big, wonderful wheels and the whistle and all that sort of stuff. I mean, yeah, a diesel is okay, but there's nothing like those steam trains.
Well, yeah, absolutely. There's no comparison. A steam locomotive is a living, breathing machine, and each one is completely different from its brother engine or sister engine. They all have their own little idiosyncrasies, yeah, their own character, their own personality.
For people who are watching and wonder what special days you have this year, or any year for that matter, are there special days that you can come down here, and when are they and what are they?
Well, yeah, we do have two special events every year. We have a spring and we have a fall open, what we call an open house. It'll take place on Saturday and Sunday, one time, that'll be a weekend in May and a weekend in October.
And if someone wanted information about that, is there an email address or a website they can go to?
Yeah, we do have a website, and it's BelmontShoreRR.com.
When I look around at all these things that you've got here, all these wonderful little model trains, I certainly have my favorites in trains. What is your favorite here?
Well, I have two favorites, really. The Western Pacific, I model the Western Pacific, and also I like traction. I like the Pacific Electric, the old streetcars, the red car line.
To give people some sort of indication of costs, When you look at the detail in some of these trains, give me a sort of figure on how much some of these cost. I mean, are we talking just a few pennies, or in a really, detailed model, quite several thousands of dollars?
It can really vary depending on how much effort you want to put yourself into building or constructing a car. You can scratch build a car with cardboard and wood and maybe some plastic, and it actually literally cost you pennies. However, if you want to collect brass models, you really will spend thousands of dollars to collect, an entire passenger set.
What is the favorite part of your job here?
Well, really introducing people to really the fun and fascinating hobby of model railroading.
Did you ever work in a train yard or for a train, or any connection to a train itself?
No, I never have.
But you're being fulfilled working here, right?
Well, yes, I am. I've had friends, and actually I have a nephew who works for Amtrak. But it's been fun to just kind of feel like you're part of the railroad.
And you tell people you play with trains.
I do, and I'm proud of it.